Hey friends, welcome back to my channel, Luxe Party Favors by Nikki, and today I do have a fun assembly tutorial for you. Today you're gonna see as I assemble this adorable cake topper. This goes with my Toy Story theme. Last week I did the Pringle shakers and I've been dying to try a cake topper. And let me tell you, this is my very first cake topper. We are doing this together, okay? And it came out so cute. I designed everything in Canva and I print everything out with my Cricut. So if you have another cutting machine like a Silhouette or a Cricut, I definitely recommend. I don't recommend cutting by hand. You can, but I don't recommend it. The cutting machine just gives it a cleaner and more put together look, and then it's just, just makes the process simpler. So you're gonna see my computer screen very quickly as I show you what my vision was, and then this is it. So I filmed this part, the intro, after I actually created this beauty because I didn't know how this was gonna turn out for real. I was like, let me just, start creating it, film it, and if it's good enough, then I will go ahead and upload it. So you're just gonna see me actually assemble this product. If you want another video where I design, again, let me know in the comment sections and I can make that happen for you. Okay, now you're gonna see what my end state is, and this was the end state, but you'll see where I started with on Canva.
So this is the design that I came up with in Canva. I thought it was super cute and I just couldn't wait to turn this into a cake topper.
All right, so you saw my end state and you can see for the most part, I met my own vision, which I'm super excited about. So next thing you're gonna see is just me talking behind the camera and walking you through what my process is and how I made this come to life. How I made my vision come to life. I still have a few little glue pieces hanging. Just have to peel those off. All right, so I will catch you at the end of the video. So my print just came out of the printer. Came out pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and put it on the mat before cutting. My mat is pretty beat up, so I am gonna use some tape for reinforcement. Let me tell you, I have 3 mats and I think it's the magnets that have been tearing it up because they were new, but the magnet sheets, I think, tear them up pretty good. So I'm probably gonna have to buy some new mats or figure out a way to get the adhesive back on this mat. I saw somewhere where you could like wash it or clean it and it refreshes the mat, but I'm gonna add some tape just to make sure that it doesn't move in the cutting process, because if it moves, it's going to ruin the designs. So that's what I'm doing right now, just a bit of reinforcement. And now we're gonna put it in the cutting machine, my Cricut. So it's going to do its thing. It's going to measure the mat, and then it's going to pick up on the sensors, and the sensors are these black lines, so that everything will cut out properly. So I'll let it do its thing, and then we will come back when it starts to cut. So I'll let you guys see the cutting process as well, just a little bit. Okay, now it's starting to cut out, so I just wanted to bring you all along for the cutout ride. We won't stay for all of it, just for a few of the elements. And for the cardstock, I do select more on my Cricut as opposed to just using the default setting, just to make sure that it cuts through all the way and it doesn't leave a partial job. Okay, next thing we're gonna do is just go ahead and punch out the elements. So let me adjust the camera. So stinking cute. I love Toy Story. All of them. You see, when I select more, I can just pull the sheet up without it getting stuck, without me having to punch it out. So I'm going to do this one more time because I plan to layer the elements, and I'm gonna give it the 3D look. So I'm going to print this out again, and then we will start working on the next steps. Okay, so this is going to be the background. I'm going to cut this out, and I'm going to cut out some other pieces, and then when I come back, we'll just start putting everything together. Okay, friends, I am back and everything is now cut out. These are all the elements that I'm going to use. And let's go ahead and see how this goes. In the beginning of the video, I did show you the direction that I'm going and what I am looking for at the end. So I hope this all comes to life. So we're gonna stack these using these little foam squares, and that's gonna give them a 3D look and just make it look a little cooler. So I'm gonna go ahead and stick some of these on the number 5. I'm going to stick it on all of them, on all of the cutouts. And I purchased this bag from Amazon, and they come with all different sizes. So let me show you the smaller ones. So we have the tiny ones as well. And I'm debating if I should have used the tiny ones. Let's see. Nah, that's fine. I guess the tiny ones are for smaller elements. So it has a back end. All we have to do is peel it off. And then I'm just gonna layer the number 5 right on top, just to give it some depth, and they look cool when they're 3D. I've seen the toppers where the foam matches the actual colors of the design. I think that's pretty cool. So I may look into purchasing some at a later date. And so for these, I'm just gonna put them like a little diamond as opposed to just leaving the square, just because of the shape of the star, of course. Maybe for the sides, I'll leave it square. And you can also back these with different color construction paper or glitter paper, anything like that. I'm gonna try that another time. I've really been on this Toy Story kick because Toy Story is just the cutest thing. That didn't properly align. Let me just see if I can scooch it over a bit. Okay, I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna do the same with all of these. So what I'm gonna do, I'm debating on gluing this. I'm not sure if I want to raise this. I think I'm just going to glue this on here and then glue this on as well, and then raise it up. So let me grab my glue stick. Hold on, let me place and see how I want this. I'm going to raise these. So it's going to be like that. The number 5 is going to be off to the, oh my gosh, this is coming along so stinking cute. Okay, let me get my glue stick. Okay, I'm just using a basic glue stick, but it's a little thicker or stronger than a normal glue stick. And I just purchased this from Walmart, I believe. But before I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and stick some of these foamies on Cole's Story so I can raise this up a bit. I think for the letters, I'm going to pull out the smaller foamies. This is going to be fun, taking these tiny ones off. By fun, I mean not fun. Oh, I shouldn't have made that a diamond. I don't know what I'm doing. Why did I do that? And they don't need to be on all of the spaces, just enough to raise it up a bit. Dang it, you know what I noticed? That is going to be high in some spots. Let's see, just because this part is thicker. Let's see. Ah! I hope it doesn't look bad because of that. I know I'm about to become obsessed with making cake toppers. I have so many ideas. I really want to do a baby Moana party. I have this cute design that I haven't been able to use yet. Someone, baby Moana party. Okay, that's fine. Okay, now we're gonna start gluing. Okay, I'm just gonna glue all around. Let me slow down because I am shaking the table. And I'm just gonna put it on the center. You can put it on the entire shape if you like, but I'm just gonna put it in the center. And center it. Okay, and then I'm going to glue. Let me look at my image. Okay, so I placed everything the way I have it in my design, my Canva design. And so the next thing I'm gonna do is go ahead and glue. I kind of have it hanging off a bit, so I'm gonna glue half of it. Okay. And the other half is kind of hanging off, so just gonna, sorry if you're shaking. I'm using my overhead tripod today, and that's one of the issues with it when you're working hard on the table or moving the table. The tripod shifts as well. Shucks, I got glue on the table now. Let me wipe that off. Okay, let me hurry up and glue this on. I want to make sure that it's glued on its entirety so that none of the glue is hanging. You know what I was thinking? I should have put something on the back of this because I have a back for the blue part. And then for this part, it's just going to be white. It's okay. Again, this is a mock design. I've been doing a lot of mock designs with you guys. We've been learning together. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and put some foamies on here so that it's raised up. All right, let's put a few foamies. Sorry, we're covering your face. Just kind of stick them wherever you see fit. Apparently all of mine are getting stuck on the faces of these characters. Okay. That should be plenty. It's probably more than enough. I probably only needed a few of them. But just like the Pringle shakers I did, you know, I would say the more practice, the better we'll all become. And then you can really figure out your technique and what works for you. Because right now, I'm just trying to figure out what works for me. Because I haven't narrowed that down just yet, because this is the first one. It's like I can design, I'll design all day, but sometimes the assembly process can be a little painstaking. Okay. Y'all, this is so cute. Okay. So the next thing we're gonna do is, I'm gonna actually use my hot glue gun to glue down the elements. Okay. All right, I'm gonna glue down the number 5 first. All right, my glue gun is ready to go. I'm just gonna put a little bit of glue right here and on the end, just because some of it is gonna be hanging off. Make sure there's no glue on the back. Okay. All right, we're gonna do the same thing with the star. Again, only gonna put glue on that side. Boy, boy, oh boy, this glue is very, very sticky. Right there. Okay. Next thing, we're gonna put Cole's story. Again, I'm just gonna put some, just enough. Let me see. I gotta turn this around so I can see how much. Maybe I should just put the glue right there, huh? That could work. Oops. Y'all, how cute is this? My number 5 is a little crooked. Well, it looks crooked to me. All right, so next thing we're gonna do is add the sticks on the back. I'll probably add 2 sticks to this just because it's a larger design, and if I was actually selling this, it will add a bit more stability when placing it in the cake. And don't worry, because I'm gonna cover this part up with, let's see, let's bring this up a little higher. I'm gonna cover this up with the back of the blue paper. So what I would recommend, and what I'm going to do next time, or try to do, is cut out a plain color for the back. That's the shape of the items, so that you just can't see this white part, you know. It's kind of boring, and it covers up the stickers, the sticks. So we're gonna cover up the sticks now. I'm debating. I'm like, glue stick or just regular glue. Might use both. Probably put some glue on the actual sticks. I like this glue stick because it's stronger than the other glues, than like a normal glue stick, like the purple kids ones. And obviously I pack it on as well. I'm just gonna add a little bit of this here just to make it adhere a little better, or quickly. hurry up before it dries. No. I probably also could have used the foamies. All right, I'm gonna have to press this down a little bit so it can dry. And there you have it, my friends. So cute. Doo-doo-doo. Y'all, this is my first time doing this together with you, okay? Oh my gosh, I'm so stoked to actually try this for the first time. I love this so much. I decided to go in the back with the with the glue gun because since it's raised, it's having a little trouble sticking. Yeah, the glue gun is the better option. Just because those sticks are in there. If it was flat, it would have been just fine. But here we are. Here we are learning. Okay. Okay, y'all. I certainly hope that you enjoyed this video and that you learned something and that you realize if you've been trying to do this or if you've wanted to do this, that is not as scary and intimidating as they may seem. And this one is super, super simple. It doesn't have any extravagant designs, doesn't have a ton of layers. It's super basic, but it's still really cute because of the actual details in the images. Now I have to find someone named Cole who I can give this to because this was a mock-up. Who is Cole? I should have just did my son's name and I'm like, voila, now you're gonna have a party just because your birthday's not until November, but you're gonna have a toy store. You're gonna use this cake topper, son. You're gonna use this. But anyway, thank you so much. If you haven't done so and you feel that my videos are helpful, I would love if you subscribe, and if you're feeling so inclined, you can head over to my other channels. I have Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, you know. If you want to show Facebook some love, feel free because that is my least followed social media, and I just started Lemonade, and that's been fun. I've been doing some fun things on there. So that is all I have. I will see you next Monday, barring nothing happens, because you know sometimes things happen. And you have a fabulous day. Thank you.